There is a 3-second moment in the finale of Genius Girlfriend that most recap videos will skip entirely. The wind picks up under a canopy of ginkgo leaves, a bridal veil lifts off the actress's shoulder, and before the shot can even register the accident, a hand has already closed around the fabric. That hand belongs to Hu Yitian, an actor whose entire public image has been built on distance and control. The reflex took less than a second. It is also the most revealing thing in the episode. Rabbit News Hallyu is not here to replay the finale's romantic scenes for their own sake. This is not a highlight reel of the kiss, it's about one detail almost nobody paused on. We are here because the finale of Genius Girlfriend did something more interesting than deliver a satisfying ending. It quietly dismantled the on-screen persona Hu Yitian has spent years constructing, and it did so in front of an audience large enough to make the shift impossible to ignore. Here is what actually happened. The finale built its emotional close around 3 staged sequences between Tian Xiwei and Hu Yitian, a snow-set embrace, a ginkgo-leaf proposal sequence, and a quieter, dialogue-driven scene inside a camper van. Within hours, the hashtag asking whether viewers were allowed to watch the kiss between the two leads was trending on Chinese social platforms, and clip compilations of the sequence circulated widely enough that even casual viewers who had not followed the show were exposed to it. That reaction alone is not the story. Dramas produce viral kiss clips constantly, and most of them fade within a news cycle. What makes this one worth a closer look is the mismatch between the performance and the actor's established brand. Consider how the online conversation actually framed it. The trending hashtag did not simply announce that a kiss scene existed, it was phrased as a half-joking question about permission to watch, the kind of self-aware, slightly theatrical language Chinese fan communities use when a scene exceeds their expectations for a given actor or show. That phrasing matters. It signals surprise, not just approval. Audiences do not build "Am I allowed to watch this?" jokes around content that lands exactly where they expected it to land. They build them around content that overshoots the baseline. Hu Yitian has spent his career, especially in interviews and prior roles, cultivating what industry coverage typically describes as a cold, distant male lead register, controlled expressions, minimal physical warmth, a persona built around restraint. That restraint has commercial value. It defines the kind of roles he is offered, the kind of endorsements attached to his name, and the kind of audience expectation critics bring into any new project of his. The finale sequences broke that register in specific, observable ways. In the snow scene, the height difference between the two leads, Hu Yitian at roughly 188 centimeters, Tian Xiwei at roughly 168, was used deliberately, with the actress rising onto her toes to close the gap, a staging choice that read, to much of the audience, as more reminiscent of Korean romance drama blocking than the genre's usual mainland conventions. In the ginkgo scene, the wind-blown veil was not scripted, it was the kind of accident production teams either cut around or, if the take is strong enough, keep in the final edit. This one stayed in. That is the first appearance of our anchor, an instinctive, unscripted gesture from an actor whose entire brand is built on the opposite of instinct. It is a small thing. It is also the detail that makes the rest of the scene legible. Because once you notice that the veil catch was not choreography, the rest of Hu Yitian's performance in these scenes starts to read differently. Viewers and entertainment commentators who broke down the footage frame by frame pointed to visible reddening around his ears during the sequence, a physical tell that is difficult to fake convincingly on camera and that stands in direct contrast to the composed line delivery he is known for. Paired with what several viewers described as a slightly unpolished, almost hesitant physicality in the kiss itself, the sequence reads less like a technically perfect romantic set piece and more like an actor visibly working outside his comfort zone. There is also a quieter production choice worth noting. The finale gave this arc 3 distinct settings: snow, ginkgo leaves, and an intimate interior, rather than resolving the couple's arc in a single climactic scene. Spreading a romantic payoff across 3 separate staged environments is a deliberate pacing decision, not a byproduct of the script. It gives editors multiple standalone clips to circulate individually, each one shareable without spoiling the others, which is precisely the kind of clip economy thinking that platforms like iQIYI have leaned into for finale marketing over the past several years. In this specific case, that structure appears to have worked exactly as intended, generating sustained rather than single spike attention across the episode's release window. This is where the story stops being about a kiss and starts being about a career decision. An actor's public persona is not incidental to casting. It is inventory. Directors and brands select talent based on the emotional range a persona signals to an audience before a single scene airs. A cold second lead type is bankable in a specific way, reliable, marketable, low risk. But it is also limiting. It caps the kinds of roles that get offered and, eventually, the kinds of roles an actor is trusted to carry. What the Genius Girlfriend finale did, whether or not it was designed with this outcome in mind, was give Hu Yitian a controlled, high-visibility opportunity to demonstrate range outside that box, physical intimacy, visible vulnerability, unscripted reaction, inside a project with an already engaged fanbase and iQIYI's platform distribution behind it. In audience terms, that is a low-risk environment to test a persona shift. In career terms, it is exactly the kind of role a management team would use to widen an actor's casting range without gambling on an entirely new genre. That is the second appearance of our anchor. The veil catch was not just a charming accident. Read against the rest of the finale, it becomes evidence that the unpolished moments in this sequence were not necessarily performance failures, they may be closer to a performance breakthrough, the kind that happens when an actor briefly steps outside a well-rehearsed persona and the camera catches the gap. None of this means the finale was engineered as a deliberate image rebrand. There is no confirmation from the production, from Hu Yitian, or from his management that this was a strategic pivot rather than simply strong direction and two actors with genuine on-screen chemistry. What the evidence supports is narrower. In this specific case, a single sequence produced a visible, audience-recognized departure from an established persona, and that departure was popular enough to trend organically rather than through paid promotion. There is a useful comparison here, and it is a narrow one rather than a sweeping industry rule. When actors with established lycée or reserve personas take on visibly warmer roles, the reaction tends to split into two camps: viewers who feel the shift is a natural, earned evolution, and viewers who feel it undercuts the specific appeal that built the actor's fanbase in the first place. What is notable about the response to this finale is how lopsided it was toward the first camp. The commentary trend was overwhelmingly framed around Hu Yitian breaking through rather than betraying expectations, praise for range, not confusion about consistency. That is not a universal industry pattern, it is one data point. But it is a data point management teams and casting directors do track, because it tells them whether a persona shift is commercially safe to repeat. It is worth being precise about what we are not claiming. We are not claiming Tian Xiwei and Hu Yitian have any relationship beyond their professional roles on this production. The chemistry read by audiences is a performance outcome, not evidence of anything off-screen, and coverage that blurs that line does a disservice to both actors. We are also not claiming this single drama permanently changes how Hu Yitian will be cast going forward. One finale does not rewrite an industry's approach to any actor. What we can say is narrower and, honestly, more interesting. The audience response shows there is real commercial appetite for seeing this actor outside his usual range, and that is information his future projects will almost certainly take into account. Which brings us back to the veil, one last time. It lifted for maybe a second and a half. In a finale built around a proposal, a snowfall, and a slow burn confession, it should have been the least important image of the episode. Instead, it is the one detail that tells you the rest of the performance was real, not because the script called for warmth, but because an actor known for control forgot, for one instant, to control anything at all. That is a small moment. It is also, for an actor at this stage of his career, possibly the most consequential 3 seconds he has filmed all year. If you like entertainment stories that go beyond the headline, the kind that look for the quiet signals most coverage misses, Rabbit News Hallyu was built for exactly that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just updates.